Hey folks, how's it going, Rasher? And welcome back to episode of Cards and Castles Ranked with Red, where today bringing back the purple red Raka-Stuff to the arena, seeing how well it does in this new format. Of course, I think as of right now, the ranking updates have slowed down. They've reset for the final time in the month. So hopefully there should be no more of that going around. So hopefully these deck ranks can now stick. And we're going to be bringing, of course, this old bugger back into the mix. I didn't get a chance to rank this under the previous ranked updates, so it doesn't actually have anything newer like the Pizzoo did. But I think it's going to be still a fun deck to showcase. I mean, this is always fun to play. No one really expects this combination or this this deck when you run into it. Normally they see red purple, they think, oh, Awaken, stuff like that, right? Nope. Undead Raka-Stuff shenanigans is the goal. And yeah, we're just going to be seeing how well it does today. That is the goal, hoping for a good 5-0, but who knows? Who knows? Time will only tell. So without further delay, folks, let's go ahead and get you into the game, starting with match number 1. All right. In game number 1, let's go ahead and jump right in. This should be fine. Oh, for God's sakes. Well, maybe less fine now. Well, thankfully, there's not a whole lot of action going on in these early turns, which allows us to potentially find some of our bigger cards and our bigger plays. So, feeling good about that. That, less so. Okay, let's go ahead and get an Acolyte out here. See if I can maybe get him to burn a blue fire on this. I mean, thankfully the construct does technically self-destruct, so it's not really going to stick around for too long. At most, we're going to take 4 damage here from him allowing 3 damage, and then us allowing that 1 more bit of explosion damage at the castle. So, yeah, okay. Not a whole lot going on that we got to worry about, at least for now. Oh! Okay. Well, we, I guess, respect the katana here for whatever reason. Interesting. So now this puts us in a bit of a different scenario. Do I want... Bit of a weird one, I will say. I guess that won't really work if I do. Let's go ahead and put this over here, allowing the zombie to come in and block here. Again, it's some weird damage that we kind of have to allow, but for the most part, it should be, once we get past this early aggression, we should be able to stabilize quite well. This might just be a aggro-focused deck, but I mean, the Acolyte out in the open is way too tempting. He should probably find some way to remove that here. Hell, if he has to slap on another Shadow Katana, I will take that. Though he is running Warlocks, very much the opportunity to burn off some cards here. Burning off the zombie through, like, I don't know, a sporadic Chaotic Storm. Could get him the pathway to deal another big strike with maybe a Katana mix-up there. But the lack of play right now is telling me that he is thinking about something. Oh, and something he did think about. Alpha Strike now onto the Soldier. Does pop my Acolyte, which I gotta give it to him. That is a good move. Ooh, into the Dancing Swords as well. Oh, well, I think in response to that, I think I can just simply allow our Darkbender to come out and say hello. We'll pop the Salahar Soldier with our zombie here. We do have a couple more undead targets for the Raka-Stuff in hand, so that way we don't have to feel bad about sacrificing the zombie. But the Darkbender should keep the Dancing Swords at bay, plus whatever else he might be trying to throw at us at this point. Yeah, we see Soldier, Meditation. Oh. Interesting. So this actually might be an Awakened deck on second thought, because there is... Oh! Okay. That's a guy that can move. I don't like that being there. I don't really have a choice. Huh. I I guess let's go ahead and just throw an Acolyte. Not too close to the fray here. I'll put the Blacksmith up here. Why not? We're trying to, I guess, at this point, get something going here. Killing off the sword seems like the biggest priority right now. Wizard, sure, gonna come down, hit the board. That's fine. Not doing a hell of a lot, to be honest. That we could probably burn off the blue firebolt, take it off the board here, because Dancing Sword does have to interact with our units directly to kind of get involved here, and that could lead him into some dangerous situations, putting it in harm's way that we can certainly take advantage of. Salhar Soldier looking to block the incoming Banshee. Expected. Oh. And we're putting that over there. I see. Well, if that's the case, I kind of just have to go for it then, don't I? We're going to armor up here, allow this to come through. We're going to bop the swords here, finish it off with the blue firebolt, take the biggest threat potentially off the board here, and then pass it back to our opponent. Again, okay. Let's say, and then hopefully maybe that kind of disrupts his whole flow, but looks like he just surrendered right there. He lost his entire strategy, which is unfortunate, but hey, we'll take the W by any means possible. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into match number 2 and see what goes down. All right, here we go. Said matchup number 2 here. With probably one of the best opening hands I can get for this deck. A lot of early game utility. The Jack for draw, the Fear to push back, Masuda, Drake, just, you know, generic bodies that could be incredibly useful to us. Let's go Lumberjack, start things off here against Purple-White Ninja Druids. We'll see what our opponent's got in store for us. There is a Faithful Drake to open things up here. That's fine. Drake is all good. We might just respond with one of our own here, see what happens. Yeah, this might be fine. And then maybe turn 3 Masuda into turn 4 Keeper. Could be the play to make. Interesting. Drake kind of going ahead, popping the Jack for us. Blacksmith coming out as well. Interesting. Can I draw one of my own? I cannot. I cannot draw a Blacksmith. Would be crazy here, but we don't have that luxury. Kind of tempted to just put the Masuda out and pass it back. See what happens here if I leave the Drake. I don't really have an incentive to go after the Blacksmith right now, although it is a global out in the open. Oh shit. That's a Dragon Knight. That could be a little more problematic than I was anticipating, but here we are. That's still fine. Okay, there's a collision there that didn't really need to happen, but that is fine. Let's go ahead, pop Dragon Knight, because that has some bounce potential in the Druids, or in the Ninjas, excuse me. And I guess I have to coin out the Keeper now. Boink. Give us a couple of undead units here. See what he has for Keeper, especially in a weakened state. I didn't want Keeper to get this low off of an interaction, but that's fine. What could he do here, though? Probably do some companion shenanigans at this point, but okay. Let's see. Seems unlikely, but I misspoke. There is a Centaur, which seems a bit out there, but again, that's fine. I guess I should probably do Banshee here, right? Ooh, into a nice little Ship of the Damned draw off of the what do we call it? Off of the spell from Banshee. That's going to allow us to remove the threat of the Faithful Drake without having to waste something like the Mischievous Imp in our hand. Oh, so this is... Oh, this is a dragon strategy just outright. Gotcha. I see. Well, I don't really have much going on this turn, so I'm going to end up just playing the Wraith. Thankfully, the flyings kind of cancel each other out, so he can't actually swoop in and pop me like he might be expecting to. And he can remove the Wraith right now, I think, with a little extra help from the Blacksmith. Stone Drake, and not enough. I mean, technically enough, but not in the way I think he was expecting. Oh, he's just going to... Oh. Not the way I would have expected that to go, but here we are. Shoot, that's peculiar. I guess there's no point in not throwing Shodan out here. Shodan seems fine, unless he has another Stone Drake to pop into our Shodan. But even then, we have interaction to keep things at bay here. Yeah, okay, another Stone Drake. That's fine. We can, again, easily clean this up. It's just going to be a simple hop, skip, and a jump, really. We can Blue Firebolt this one. We can Imp this one, and then just another Imp for follow-up here. I have 3 Fears I should probably be utilizing at this point, because they will get us some cycle here into some more useful cards other than just push card away. So let's see if I can actually make something work here. That is a Green Drake. Push it back, out of the way. Push it down? Oh, I could have used that last turn, but here we are. Let's just go for it then. Banshee. We'll do this. Come back here. Gives him a chance to play any sort of Drake to buff up the green, but it doesn't matter. I think it's still kind of... We'll do our job here. Yeah, okay, there's another statue. It's the Shadow Drake. Alright, he does end up wasting the stealth on it, which is peculiar, but sure. That's fine. And then where are we going to put the Green Drake is the question. Where does Greenie go? Oh. Probably Secret Dragon there. Probably Secret Dragon indeed. Let's go ahead and try a little something something, shall we? Hiya. Yeah, it is Secret Dragon. So we'll oh god. That's a big ass boy. I guess let's hit the disabled there. Throw out Lumberjack, throw out Keeper, pass back here. I do gonna have to start pushing for damage. He's just been drawing a lot of units back to back to back off of this low draw, which is annoying. I kind of need something to swing the tide back in my favor a little bit. Centaur into, I believe, the Blacksmith. Yep, that's a viable play here. Makes our stuff a little bit weaker, if you will. Banshee will take, although we'll probably just end up doing... Ooh. God, probably just end up going with the Mordok then. Damn it, I thought we can get something a little bit better than that, but here we are. Ooh, Vanish. I could bring back the Mordok. I feel like there's no point, though, because Mordok will be our launching pad for a Raka-Stuff. So this is fine. Dragon Knight, of course, coming out for more follow-up. That's, again, whatever. We good with that. I can't draw my fun stuff, which is annoying. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's put him on a bit of a clock here. Now with sudden death approaching. This should be a bit of an issue for him. I could have used the opportunity to set up more, but I think just putting him on this situation where he's put on defense is just a little bit stronger. Oh, he does have companions. I probably should have taken note of that. Necromancer, sure. I need some kind of burn, though. Bestial Rage? Yikes. I would use Bestial to fall back on the Raka-Stuff. That's not ideal. Now pass back. Yep, sure. I could. This feels like a hell of a waste of a card, but you know what? Kind of nervous to keep companion launching pads on the board, so we'll pop there. Pass back again, just asserting a lot of pressure on the board to kind of end this quickly. If I could get in another hit or so to end the game, perfect, but we'll see. Lumberjack to just draw cycle. He's gotta draw a cycle. You gotta respect it. Speaking of draw cycle, ay. I mean, 2 lumberjacks back to back is not great. Dissipate, okay, is a step up. That does actually kill off my banshee as well. That's a nice play there. It's a nice little bit of interaction. Oh, that could have ended the game too. Arg, that's annoying. I guess let's just simply companion block here, right? Let's kind of just set ourselves up to deal lethal, but also block for any companions. Realistically, he only has this 1 turn left. Needs to make something happen fast, or else that is going to be game over. The sudden death will just pop in and win us the game. So we'll see. We'll see. And he's throwing out the respect here. Looks like he does not have anything. With all the respect back, a good, well-fought matchup here with Ninja Druid Dragons. Bit of an interesting matchup here, I will admit. Not something that I was expecting, but a welcome addition to see people trying new things here, experimenting on ladder and whatnot. We're not going to hold it any further here. I could do some funny Raka-Stuff stuff, but we'll just simply end off with Darkbender. We'll kind of keep it a bit respectful and classy there. And give us a great launching pad for our next game. Game number 3. Alright, and that next game is underway with a not so great looking hand here. Ooh. Well, I mean, I have the fear for cycle, but that's literally all I got. Against green-blue, which concerns me. Might be looking at some kind of mystic rat stuff. Do I allow... Oh, actually, I could just do this. Lumberjack, block. I could allow the damage to come in here, but we are running red-purple, so, again, gotta be a little more conservative with the health than we normally are. Sharpshooter. Well, sorry, sir, that is a blue fire target if I've ever seen one. Pow. Get him off the board. Thank you very much. And we'll probably end up coining into Keeper next turn, or Darkbender, I guess, depending on what comes first. Ew. That is a Sea Witch. We'll Darkbender here in response. I don't mind the 2 damage from Witch at this point, especially if it means we can get something a little bit closer to potentially get rid of with Darkbender. He probably won't engage unless this is some kind of range manipulation. Sharpshooter does kind of indicate that we might be seeing a bit of range stuff here with the Phantom Strike and the Dwarven Scope, especially when you have something like the Serpent Witch as well, which can stun things. Yeah, ooh. That's interesting. The Thrill of Victory onto our Serpent Witch over there. Well, I mean, I could go for it. Put the Darkbender up 1 as well. He could have a Dragon Knight or Rat shenanigans to clear it, but this should be interesting. Battle ready. Oh shit. So we're making a Voltron here. This is going to be a big boy that we are looking to remove, which we might be able to actually if he decides to be aggressive with this. I assume we might not want to be, but we'll see how he does here. Yeah, and there's the scope. I had a feeling that there was going to be some kind of range stuff going on, and that is the indication. Dwarven Scope right there. Hell of a card. Hella annoying. Ooh. That is problematic. Problematic indeed. So what if I do this? It's gonna get what? +2, +1. Oh, I probably need to do the blacksmith beforehand. Might have just messed up my math. Alright, well, let's go for it. Let's put a Shodan out of range here. See how he decides to handle this. This is an interesting scenario here. Voltron Witch. Oh, alright, another thrill. So probably gonna kill... Oh, Jesus Christ, calm down, homie. God damn. Phantom, no shot. No shot he reaches my Shodan. You bitch. You bitch. shit, that's actually a huge ass problem. Let's get him off our ass for a bit here. Yeah, I think I just gotta get him off my ass. Thankfully the witch can't do anything over there. But this is looking hella awkward. Okay, sure. God damn. Let's keep this out of range. What can you hit? You can hit a couple things over there. Let's pray that you don't draw lightning blade here. I'll see how this goes. Okay, Yarm. Yarm is fine. I can allow Yarm. Take a bit of damage there. I mean, you gotta go for the draw, right? Or not. Okay, that's fine. I gonna have to make some moves now. See if we pull off the minor spell. Grotesque is not the card I wanted to see. Now, if I do lunging here, this does reach our problem card. So we can get rid of that. Move this out of the way. Move this up. Move that in here. And I can maybe just sack off the imp for draw. Yeah, that seems right. That seems correct here. Knowing our opponent here, he could potentially go greedy and go for a Yarm hit to face, but now he's going to be a lot more hesitant to, oh, okay. Or he can put another scope on another, you know, game. You don't have to hand feed my opponent every resource they need. You know, personally, I don't think that's what we should do, but, you know, I am merely me. Yikes. I can kind of remove it. Do a little bit of this. Pop that. Set up the 2 acolytes and pass back. So this is fine. I think we should be able to swing back with the acolyte, pop in, do a Raka-Stuff play, and probably end the game there. Okay, or just throw another Yarm at my ass. You know, that's fine. That's all good. I appreciate that. Let's do it. I mean, I gotta take the opportunity. Run this here, bop with Raka-Stuff. Raka-Stuff hits for some big damage. I'm gonna allow him to hit the acolyte here. I probably should have moved it, but my hope is he can't get rid of the Raka-Stuff that's also on face, so that way I can just Raka into Raka. Phantom Strike, sure. What is that really going to accomplish? Oh, okay. We get pushed up with the Raka. Master at Arms. Alright, so we do get rid of Raka-Stuff, but does he want to pop Raka or an Acolyte? I think he's had the temptation to... Yep. Got the temptation. I mean, either way, he was screwed. Either way, he was just outright screwed. Now we just simply commit additional Raka-Stuff. And of course, that ends off game number 3, I believe. It was 3. A quick, effective, although props to our opponent for big-ass Serpent Witch Voltron funny. But no, lunging attack, very MVP. Anyways, jump to the next one. As I just do the transition on a hand that you've already known for a hot minute there. Don't worry, I am professional. Lumberjack can be opening card here. That's fine. I'll allow it. I will allow it to hit face here. I don't mind too much. Elvish Thief, I mind a little bit more, though. Yeah, Elvish Thief is going to be a bit of an annoying card, but I think I just have to put the Masuda out. Yeah, hopefully that he sets up an early school that we can blue fire. We'll probably just lose the Masuda here to the Elvish Thief, and that'll be that. Probably set up a blacksmith for our next turn. Nothing too fancy, I think. Yeah, okay. Nope, never mind. There's the target. There is the target card, and I have been summoned to pop before that gets out of hand way too quickly. Yeah, well, I just have to get rid of it. There's no point in keeping a school around on board, so best way to solve it, to solve the issue of school, is to delete us from the field list. All right, a couple more bits of aggro here. We'll push the Connors back, coin out into our Dark Bender. This should, of course, get some nice control over the board, allowing us to set up for our big undead stuff, because our hand is chock full of it. Keeper, Mordok, Raka, all the late heavy hitters that we don't really need to see now, but whatever. Oh, shit, okay. Oh, shit, okay. Well, I did have control of the board for a little bit. I lost it kind of quickly, though. I lost it a little bit too quickly. I'm going to go Keeper here. Keeper's going to be fine here, allowing us to generate a couple of undead units for our survival of the game. Right now, it seems like he is struggling with resource management. So even if he gets some extra coinage here of the con artist, what is he really getting into? Yeah, we'll see Connor's hit for another coin. Maybe a big boy? I don't know. I hope it's not. Okay. It's a big boy, but it could be worse. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. So, let's go ahead and fear this back. Let's go ahead and keep her here into our Wraith. Popping that. One of two Wraiths. We might as well start playing them. And this, of course, leaves Mordok on board. Now, green, of course, Mordok can get a Dwarven Scope or Phantom Strike here, so that is the fear, especially since we saw in the last game, Phantom Strike and Dwarven Scope are still being considered by players as things to run, so who knows. Dwarven Hovel, or Rat Hovel, excuse me, that is the incorrect terminology entirely. Let's go ahead and go for the Wraith here. Wraith hit on the Mordok, generating a Horseman, popping the Keeper, which is fine because we had the Flamestorm to clear the board anyway. We'll probably finish off with just a simple Faithful Drake Imp play here to kind of reassert a little bit of board presence, but the Mordok is eliminated, so our big threat is no longer a consideration. It did waste our, what's it called? Flamestorm for it, but that's fine. I don't know why I just dazed off here. I was having like a brain moment. Ranger though. Ranger is annoying. I'm not gonna lie about that. I guess I'm just gonna go with a Mordok this turn. I don't see why not. Keep the Imp here. See what he wants to do with the Ranger. Oh shit. And there's the one feared card that I didn't want to see. Craxus. This motherfucker has the ability to single-handedly turn games, so not looking forward to it. Not in the slightest. We might be able to clear it, though, depending on what transpires here. We'll have to see, though. I want to get Wraith Blacksmith set up this turn. Or at least I wanted to. I mean, I can still do it, actually. I don't see the issue with... Yeah, Blacksmith up here. Into... Actually, that's going to trade, so... Yeah, that's going to trade here, so let's just pop that. I know, it looks bad. I know. But that's fine. We'll put this up here as well. I only have a fear of scope or range at this point. Hoping that doesn't hit us for our future. How much did me? Okay, we'll look at that off screen later. But yeah, I think this should be a fine position. This sets up for our Raka quite well. If he wants to hit him with the Ranger, fine. Then we still get a unit. Wait, oh. We still get a unit here, which is the important part. That's the we want to keep an undead unit for Raka targets. So that is what we're trying to go for here. I don't know if our opponent's gonna see right through it or what, but let's see what happens. School of Knowledge, sure. Let me get a big board wipe here. Let me get a fat board wipe here. Let me clear off this board, please. Okay, that's fine. Still technically does what I want it to, though. Yeah, I think this is the right play. We don't get the fat board wipe, but I think this is still good enough. Wow. Pass it back to our opponent here. He loses the coin draw off of the con artist, so he's left in a bit of an interesting position. Whatever's in his hand has to deal with both Raka and Wraith this turn. He has 2 damage in form of the rats on board from the hovel. But is that enough? Ooh, Arbiter. Arbiter keeps him alive. Okay, but he went for the wrong target. He should have hit the black in the back here to throw off the damage because he miscounted. That's unfortunately a bit awkward for him. I guess what I can do here, pop the hovel so it doesn't have a way to out the Raka, and then just follow up with an additional Mordok. If he can't deal with that, what makes him able to deal with the Mordok in the back? I could have done the additional damage on face, but if he has Arbiters, then what would be the point? He would have to do something about the blacksmith again. He needs to hit the blacksmith, the Arbiter. I don't know why he didn't do that. Captain, getting some treasure for next turn. It's going to be probably what clears off the Rakanoth here. Yep, there it goes. Something else for the Lumberjack, I would hope. Yep, there's a blacksmith. Black is going to be able to pop in here. Get rid of the Lumberjack here and prevent lethal, or so he thinks. Estate going to be the last card in hand. That is going to be game over at this point, though. We do have the blue fire in hand to pop said blacksmith, clear the way from Mordok, or even better, we just have another Rakanoth in hand. Let's go ahead and hit here. Do the big board wipe and simply end off the game. Beautiful, beautiful stuff as we continue on looking nice and clean into our final match of the day. So let's go ahead and get to it. Game number 5. All right, and final matchup here with, again, a nicer looking hand. The Blacksmith, Lumberjack, and now Acolyte going to be able to at least hopefully slide us into victory. We do have an issue, though. Yellow-red on the other side of the table here. Notorious burn colors. Will we see them yet again? Looks like we might. Let's go ahead and trade here with the Lumberjack, clearing the way here for our Masuda, getting some draw in the process. I'll go for the Masuda here, probably for some additional damage. Probably could do the Drake as well, but Masuda allows us to deal with maybe whatever he has to block. Coin into Tarius Files? There's no way. No shot that's the play here. Well, he's second-guessing himself now after he played the coin. Oh, it's Scout. Okay. I mean, Scout is fine, but we do get a nice trade-off here. We could have gone for some damage, but I think this is better. Controlling the resources, if you will. Okay, blue firebolt against our blacksmith. Totally fair, totally respectable call there. We do have room now for the Acolyte, though, because of it. So hopefully he's got another one on deck, or else this Acolyte might do some work. Apprentice. Okay. Apprentice is fine into a Lumberjack of his own. Both of which refusing to move. That's fair. I'll go for the Lumberjack then. I'll just hold it off with that. I don't want to kind of expose too much per se. Okay, thankfully Journey of the Faith. A card that is actually good against the fear that we have in our hand, but outside of that, not much else I should be worried about there. Jack in position to make a trade here. Molten Pillar. Hello. Sure. I guess that's a card we're seeing. Huh. Well, this is an interesting predicament. I don't really have the room to... I guess nothing stopped me from making this trade. Probably just play the Faithful Drake now, then I'm gonna have to. I don't care if I lose the Acolyte. I have Drake as another way to pop Raka-Stuff, but... Okay, Pillar is annoying, but still, I think manageable here. Another Drake coming out, that's fine. Popping into our zombie. Cool. We'll see if Lumberjack goes face. I imagine he might here. Nope, going for our own Drake for some draw. Fair. Banshee as well. That's fine. I don't know why. Okay. So, a bit of an interesting scenario here. We can just simply fly over the Banshee, pop into the Faithful Drake, and actually provide a body blocker for the Shodan that we can now bring out. Shockwave. Ooh, Shockwave is a fun card. Shockwave is fun, but not going to do a whole lot, methinks. Actually, it might. Ranger coming out, sure. I guess I'll just go face here. Put this Shodan up as well. We'll get the bald-headed boys out. See if they can maybe do some work here. Get the Paradox Twin. Oh man, that brings me back, the Paradox Twins. But yeah, this should be fine. I don't think our opponent's gonna have much else to do here. I mean, he can hit. Yeah, okay. Doesn't even defend himself in the explosion damage. So again, that works for us. I don't have a lunging though, or else the Shodan would be on top of his ass in an instant. Oh lord. That's a card, I will admit. That is a card. How far can you reach? Literally not at all. Okay, perfect. So you know what? We'll just do this then. I'll get some Banshees out on the board here to act as potential targets. Again, we're playing a little bit more risky because he doesn't have Chain in the deck. He should have. I should be playing a bit more carefully because he has more resources in hand than I do. And in yellow-red, we know what some of those resources are. Potentially very powerful here. Although, let me tell you, based Eye of Flame player right here, ladies and gentlemen, this man is putting in the absolute most to make sure we have the most incredible deck building possible in this game. Well, here is Ranger plus the Shockwave. All right, so he's getting some use out of it. That does do some work for him, which is, you know, we will accept that here. Gonna go ahead and simply pop Raka-Stuff though. No reason not to. Sharpened Swords is pretty funny as well. And as much as I would love to go face, I do actually have to pop the Eye because the Eye does remove my my Raka-Stuff if I were to just leave it be. And I don't want him to take it out for free. I do want him to actually kind of earn the removal of the Raka-Stuff a little bit more than just that. You know what I mean? But yeah, this should be pretty much, I think, the end of it. Unless he's got some fancy maneuvers here. I don't see. Yeah, Armory. Okay. Armory's all good. Not going to be doing a hell of a lot except just existing. So, what else has he got? Divine. Oh, digging. Digging with only 3 gold left in the tank. And yep, no, there's the surrender. Our opponent, unfortunately, did not have the goods to deliver. And that will mean the deck goes 5 out of 5 for the August rankings. Although, be it the August rankings have been a wild mess of stuff already. And 23-22, not bad for the deck as a total, if you will. Yeah, I mean, the games were fun, fair, and fine. Nothing really outlandish about them. So I think with that being said, folks, let's go ahead and end off this video. All right, and with that being said, folks, we have completed another ranked with red. Of course, the deck ranking is fair, not as high as I would like it to be, but you have to remember the new rank updates did take into effect, so things are a bit different, or a bit shifted from what they were previously, so you can't really be at fault for that. Overall, though, deck performed very well, showcasing just that, you know, it's still a very powerful contender, and one that you can maybe sneak into the metagame without really, with catching people by surprise. That is the hope. But who knows? Who knows if that'll happen? Anyway, folks, hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to let me know. Leave a like on the video. Be sure to share with your friends. And subscribe if you're new or haven't done so already. And leave your comments down below. Did I comment? I think I said comment down below, right? I think I said comment. I said comment now. So comment as well. Let me know what you guys think. Talk to me in that little section. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for me for now, folks. So, until next time, stay gaming.